Though people muna come. These faces one that they see for OPSO. These are some of the faces of the 11 gang men when they terrorize Benin of late, where they go ask to ask inside this January, Ugbo, and Magban, the rest, they rob. Now their face with this. Anybody will get any information regarding any of these people here. Me personally, even Nigerian police not giving anything. Me personally go giving us something. These people needs to be put behind bars. We need to apprehend these people. Because they cause more damage. And this point I say, if you don't answer the way they cut you, they beat what you don't move your body. If you know any of them, I better reach out to me. Or you reach out to the nearest police station. For these people, if you not owe them anytime soon, they go cause more havoc of our society. For this Benin, these people want to terrorize us. Anyway, on see their face.
So guys, this morning I posted a video where I spoke about the invasion that happened in Benin City, Edo State, few hours ago. Some group of boys, they invaded a house in Benin City, Edo State, but unfortunately for them, they were not able to gain access to the main house. If you are yet to see that video, just scroll down on my channel, you are going to see the video. I posted it this morning, right? And not just only that, it seems as if these four guys, these four criminals that you are seeing on my screen, were probably identified to be part of them, and as it is now, they are probably on the wanted list of security operative. Now, what baffles me is the fact that the people that are committing this crime, they are probably in their early 20 or maybe in their mid 20. People that are still full of strength, people that should be out there hustling for themselves and also for their family, but rather they are seeing hard work as cancer. They choose to stay and they choose to engage in one crime or the other. Just few hours ago, about 12 suspected cultists were apprehended in Benin City, Edo State.
I will talk to you later. Hello? Get this one. No, I'm not. You may identify this one. What's that?
Hello, Operatives. We were at Uzebu community by the Aso Hill, and about 12 suspected cultists were apprehended. They've been handed over to the police, and any moment from now, after the investigation, they will be charged to court for proper prosecution. We advise that any of those that are involved should, on their own, present themselves before the chairman, Special Security Squad, Edo State Government House. Thank you.
Now, first and foremost, I want to say that kudos to security operative for a job well done. But secondly, it seems as if these guys, they don't used to pay attention to what the governor of Edo State is saying. A few days ago, the governor of Edo State, he came out and said there is no praise for cultism in Edo State. And he warned that if you're a cultist, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to renounce or to leave the state. But a lot of them, they are still there terrorizing the state. Right? And I believe that a lot of them, they are part of those that are involved in this invasion or the others that is going on in the state. And what baffles me is the fact that these are people that should be in school or maybe learning one skill or the other to make their life and also the country better. But they choose to involve in one crime or the other. And we know that the governor of Edo State is someone that does not joke with insecurity and crime of any sort. He is the type of person that always frown at those things. And one thing that baffles me is the fact that these are people that even if you advise them from now till tomorrow, they will not pay attention to you. It seems as if there's a spirit in them that have told them that crime is the only way that they are going to make it in this life. But I have good news for you. As far as you continue to engage in crime, it's going to end in two ways. The first way is either you end up in the four walls of the prison, or it's either you are sent to 6 feet below. Right? And secondly, for a long time now, I have been talking about this issue of one chance that is going on in Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, Edo State, and other states in Nigeria. But a lot of people, they don't used to pay attention because they don't really know how dangerous this issue of one chance is to this country. Just a few hours ago, this guy that you are seeing on my screen ended up a victim to one of the one chance syndicate in Port Harcourt. They beat this girl. They beat Shege comot for her body. See her face, swear. They almost remove her face. Just watch the video first.
I was a victim of one chance in Port Harcourt, 13th July, by 8:40 to 8:50 thereabouts. From Alakaya to Mpolu, I was going to drop at Mpolu. But we didn't even get up to Mepaga. These people closed the door, hide their music. They were beating us. Like, the fact I even gave them my phone, they started using my phone to just some of my customers. They were making payments, and they were using my card to withdraw the money. They were using my card to withdraw. They had POS with them. They were hitting me, beating me. I gave them the password, which, like, my bank password, my ATM. I gave them access to everything. But these people went ahead to be beating us. They were hitting me. Look at my face. My face have gone down. You needed to see my face yesterday. I can't even stand up from bed because my whole body I was in so much pain. Government needs to do something about this one chance in Rivers State. It's just too much. Is it that we cannot move freely again? I'm in so much pain. My body, my whole body is on fire. The one chance in Rivers State is just too much. Government need to do something about it. They took money from me. They took my iPhone 15. They took my Redmi 15C. They took my button phone. They took money from me. They even have to be some of my customers to send money, which I'm in so much debt right now. I need to figure out how to settle those people. They even went as far as borrowing money from
honestly,
OPay.
when I saw the video of this guy, it didn't pay me. Personally, now person daughter they beat like this. Now person sister, this criminal beat like this. And if you catch this criminal tomorrow, they will be begging you. They will look like innocent children that does not even know they are left to right. And some people go, they pity them. But one thing that you do not know is if this criminal catch you in one corner, they go bab your head. They go beat you anyhow. And not just that, I want you guys to also watch this video so that you guys go know the second strategy that this one chance people are using.
I'm just coming from the police station and there is something going on that you guys need to hear. Charlie, we have to be careful. Seriously. I thought these things happen only in December, but things are happening and we need to know this. So a friend of mine called me that I should go and escort him to the police station. This was because his sister-in-law had an issue and wanted to go and help out. So he wanted me to come, and then if there is anything I could help, then I did. So we got to the police station, and then we listened to a narration of her sister-in-law. Now this is what happened. She took Uber, and I thought these things don't happen on Uber. I thought it was only on the other ones, not Uber. But she took an Uber, and then the driver came. When the driver arrived with the Uber, as soon as she sat in, she realized the windows were up. And so, by normal cruise, she just picked her phone. She forgot that she didn't take an air condition or a comfort ride. She just realized that it was on. So at the moment she realized, she told the guy that the windows are up. It's a little stuffy in here. Can you reduce the glass? The guy says no. I thought it was a comfort ride. The girl says no, it's not a comfort ride. And even if it's comfort, there is no AC. The car is stuffy. And the guy doesn't really mind her from that time on. The guy is just driving. He goes on and on, and the girl started to feel weak. Started to feel a little. Her fingers were behaving funny, and then she realized that the guy had nose marks on all the time. And as long as she kept shouting, the guy would not respond. She tried rolling the glass down. The glass would not respond. The door is on child lock. When you open, nothing happens. And the guy has nose marks. And once in a while, the guy will roll his glass down and bring it back up. Once in a while, roll it down and bring it back up. And he's in nose marks. And now he was relaxed. He would not even mind the girl. So the girl realized things were getting rough. So she started to use her bag. Under the bag had these metal things. Started to hit the glass. But as he hit the glass, normally the guy should be worried or say, "Oh, do you want to break my car? What's wrong with you? You took a comfort car, blah, blah, blah." The guy didn't say all that. The guy just still relaxed, driving, cruising. And the girl was just trying to hit it. So as she frantically tried to break the window, There's this guy in this Land Cruiser who sees that there's a lot of commotion going on in the car. So he quickly begins to try and get to the driver's attention, like trying to distract him. What is happening? Trying to get him to stop. So when the girl saw that, she used her last strength, because she was now becoming very drowsy, hit the window open, then opened the door from the back. Then she threw herself from the car. So this was close to one of these runabout. I had in Chado. There's this runabout that is also close to some kind of estate where there are security people there. So she threw herself out and ran toward the security people. Now the guy realized that the Land Cruiser had blocked him, and the girl was running to the police, the security people. So he quickly also packed and started to behave as if he doesn't know what's going on. What's happened? What's wrong with you? Why do you want to kill yourself and give me trouble? So when the girl narrated the issue, they arrested the guy, called the police to arrest him. So he went to the police station. Now, do you know that the guy had stopped the ride the moment he picked the girl? The ride was not started. It has been stopped. So there was no record of the ride or anything with Uber. And now the police is investigating. I don't want to go so much into it, but please, especially my ladies, be careful out there. This thing is not happening during Christmas anymore. They are doing it now. Be very careful, because you never know what will happen to you. And I just have one advice. When you are in any situation and you are not so sure, you're uncomfortable, you think something is wrong, probably something is wrong, take action. You know that this girl, she saved her own life. I'm telling you. You too, whenever you're in such a situation, be bold, be strong, shout, hit, break. Do anything, because your life depends on it. If you do calm, they'll finish you. All right, the world is becoming tricky, especially in this country. And I think Uber needs to wake up, and we also need to take our security in our hands. I don't know what I'm going to tell the police, but we need to just take things into our hands and do our best, because I don't know how police will know in this scenario, how the police would have known and saved her. So let's be hard. Get some pepper spray in your bag, something, okay? All right, take care out there.
Now, first and foremost, I want to say that thank God that girl was able to escape, right? But you that is watching me right now, I want you to know that if you're the type of person that always jump from one bus to another, always make sure to take note of this 3 tips that I'm going to give to you. Before you enter any bus, take note of the vehicle plate number. Send it to your loved one in case you end up as a victim, so that security operative will know where to start their search from. And secondly, always look at the body language of the passengers and the driver inside the vehicle. If there are people that are too serious, that are over serious, that dress very neat, or maybe, you know, like office wear, just know that these people, they are criminals. Now then they dress like that. And thirdly, if you probably end up in one chance vehicle, this is the first thing that you must do. Look out for security checkpoints. Once you sight any security checkpoints, start shouting, because if at the end of the day they carry you past security checkpoints, your own don't finish, they go beat shade come out for your body. A word it says enough for the wise. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and don't forget to click my Telegram link in the description, because I do post video here on daily basis that I cannot post on YouTube due to their strict policy. I'll see you guys in my next video.